Now, I set out to recreate the Baltimore Ravens offense built around Lamar Jackson, one of the most dynamic players the NFL has ever seen. With game-breaking speed, elite elusiveness, and the arm to push the ball deep down the field, Lamar can take over a game on any snap, and he makes this offense nearly impossible to defend. In today's video, we're breaking down 6 of the best plays you can run in this Lamar Jackson offense. We'll go through each one step by step, showing you the reads against every coverage, and we'll give you the tools to attack man, zone, and blitzes. And if you want to expand this scheme even further, I've got 10 more plays that fit perfectly with this Lamar offense live right now on Scheme Kings. And remember, this Lamar Jackson offense isn't a one-off. It's part of our full Big 3 scheme in Madden 26 built out of the New York Jets Playbook. You can run it alongside our Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen offenses, combining all 3 into one giant attack. And if you want to check it out, I will link the full playlist down below. Lamar Jackson has redefined what a quarterback can be in the NFL. A 2-time MVP, he's put up numbers that no one else in league history has ever touched, combining the production of a top running back with the efficiency of a high-level passer. He's the most dangerous open field runner at the position the game has ever seen, and over the years, he has sharpened his passing ability to become one of the league's most efficient passers. And then every great offense needs a star play, a call that maximizes its best player's strengths, and for us, that is going to be posts out of a slot. This is one of the best plays in the entire scheme, built to dominate both zone and man coverage while giving you answers all over the field. And the great thing about this play is it gives you 5 receivers all out releasing into routes, and every single one of them has the ability to make a play. Now, to set this up, come out with your trips to the wide side, and then we just run this play stock with no adjustments. All right, so starting out with posts, and this play is just so incredible because of all the different options it gives us. We can beat man, beat zone, no adjustments. You can come quick snap with this play. It is just incredible. So firstly, we can read the wide side of the field, and if it's zone, we can just high-low the flat defender. So this post on the outside is going to get deep enough to pull the deep blue defender back. If the flat stays shallow, like right here, then we have the corner out breaking up towards the sideline. Like I said, this post is going to do a good enough job of pulling this guy back, and we can just drop that in if we see the flat stay shallow. Now, against zone also, if the middle of the field opens up, even though this guy pulls that deep blue defender back, like we can see this corner route is going to get open. If this is a cover 2, looks like kind of a cover 2 blitz where they don't have a mid-read player in the middle of the field. Same though, if it's cover 3 and the flat's getting back and we see the hooks biting down, we're going to have this post over the middle. That is another really good option. It gets shallow enough that it's going to stay in front of those deep blue defenders, and if the linebackers are staying shallow, you can drop that in for a big gain. So then with this play, we can attack the sideline by high-lowing the flat defender. We can attack the deep middle like we did on the last read with the post, but then we have our Texas route going over the middle where we can attack the shallow middle. So now if the linebackers are staying back to get under our post, now we have our Texas route breaking down underneath. So the balance on this play just works incredibly well. That was 4th and 8, and we're able to convert. So then the last part of this play against zone is going to be our tight end in the flat. So if we're looking and the flat defender is dropping back to get under the corner route, then we can just quick throw the tight end flat underneath. 3rd and 1, just pick up the easy yards, drop it in right there, make a guy miss, kind of turn the corner, turn that into like a 10-yard gain. So that's against zone. Then against man, this play is so good because we have 4 incredible man-beating routes on the field at the same time. So we have our corner route right here from our slot receiver. It is going to be our first option. It's a really sharp breaking corner route that does a great job of separating. We're able to drop it into Judy right here, turn up the field, and we are gone. So we have that corner route. We also have a corner route from our tight end on the short side of the field. So we have that tight end breaking out here, tight end breaking out here, multiple options. We see our post over the middle if they don't have safety help, and we can drop that in right there as well. So 2 routes attacking the sideline. Then, like I said, we also have our post breaking over the middle. So we have our corner routes attacking the sideline. We have our post breaking in the middle here, plus we have our Texas route from our running back breaking here. So now we have 2 routes attacking the middle, 2 routes attacking the sideline. Here, no safety help, and they're in a bad trail position, and we can just go up over the top to our post route. So that is all the reads versus man. absolutely incredible play with posts. Then Lamar has always been a terror as a design QB runner, and Baltimore has built countless plays just for him to be super explosive on the ground. On top of that, his scrambling ability means that whenever a play breaks down, he's got the legs to turn a play that is dead into a giant gain. And then over the last 2 seasons, Baltimore has stacked their backfield by bringing in Derrick Henry. In 2024, Henry rushed for 1,921 yards and 16 touchdowns, immediately transforming the Ravens' ground game into one of the most fearsome run attacks in NFL history. Now, the first run we're going to be looking at is QB power out of a slot. This is a quarterback keeper power run. A pulling guard leads the way out in front of Lamar, along with your running back, clearing a ton of lanes. And when executed properly, this play can produce massive gains by allowing Lamar to follow these blockers where you can explode into the open field when you see an opening. Okay, so with this QB power, we can really run it one or two different ways. So first, we can just run it stock like this. So just line up, snap it. We're going to have our running back as a lead blocker and the pulling guard. So the guard's going to come across right here. Linebacker's going to kick out right there. Or sorry, our running back's going to kick this linebacker out. Boom. Guard's going to lead through the hole, meet this safety, run with patience, let him engage. And once he does, explode out from behind him, turn up field, huge gain on the ground. The other thing we can do, take the outside receiver on the wide side, motion him across, and now we get another lead blocker on the play side. And as long as it's not man coverage, nobody will follow him over. So now we just get a free blocker on this side, makes this run even that much more explosive. Same thing, running back blocking here, guard leading through the hole, but now we get our wide receiver going to be able to take this corner right here. Boom, boom, hat on a hat, hat on a hat, beat the safety around the edge, bad missed tackle, spin move, turn that to a big gain. One more, motion this player off. Now, if it's man coverage, this guy will follow over. So now we don't gain anything in the run game, but we also don't lose anything. It's just going to be, one extra guy out for each. So it doesn't really matter. Running back, boom, right there. Guard pull across the hole, make a guy miss, turn up field, and we have a huge gain. So this QB power, absolutely explosive, great QB run you should be using. Then the second run play we're looking at is buck sweep read option at a wing slot weak. This read option begins by putting pressure on the backside defender. If he crashes down on the running back, Lamar keeps the ball and you can explode on the outside. But then if the defender is playing on the QB, then we can hand the ball off, and this is a buck sweep with multiple pullers leading the running back around the edge, where now they can pick off defenders and allow us to get into the open field, making this an incredibly dynamic run play. Okay, so buck sweep read option. Read the backside defensive end linebacker, whoever's on the line of scrimmage. If he crashes, we just keep it. Right here, crash, boom. We're also going to have our 2 receivers out blocking out in front on that one, or on this play. Nice blocks there, spin move, turn that to a 15, 20-yard gain. Here it is in the red zone. TJ Watt on the end. He's going to crash down. We get upfield, 2 blockers out in front here. We hurdle into the end zone. So read option part of this play, pretty self-explanatory, but what makes this read option really good is the buck sweep element. So if the read option defender either stops his feet or he crashes here, but they have another guy here, just didn't really like the look of it, we're going to hand the ball off. We're going to get multiple pullers out in front, and now we can just get it to our running back. Everybody gets caught inside. We have one guy to beat right here. He takes a bad angle, block up field, and we are gone for a house call with our buck sweep. Here it is again, running it to the right this time here. He's using this backside player, not going to come crashing down. So we are going to hand it off. Pullers out in front, tight ends getting to the second level. Really nice blocks right here. We have just one safety in the hole. We put a nasty spin move on him, make him miss, get upfield, turn that into like a 20-yard gain. So buck sweep read option, very, very good run play. Then if you're loving what you've seen so far with this Lamar Jackson offense, we've got 10 more plays, over 5 videos live right now on Scheme Kings to take this scheme to the next level. These are full in-depth breakdowns with step-by-step adjustments showing you how to attack defenses with deadly deep shots, consistent zone beaters, man coverage destroyers, and creative QB runs that all tie into the offense. Then there's also a full mini scheme up to pair with this Lamar scheme on the site, along with my Josh Allen offense up right now. And then the Patrick Mahomes scheme is still on the way. On top of that, if you're playing College Football 26, we've got full schemes on the site, like my Tim Tebow power spread, my Texas Vince Young offense, and my full Georgia Bulldogs defense. And right now we're running our Big 3 launch sale, and this is going to run till October 15th. Use code BIG3 at checkout to get 50% off your first month. Then with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry dominating on the ground, defenses are forced to load the box and sell out to stop the run. That makes Baltimore's play action game absolutely lethal. This pulls linebackers and safeties down, leaving space to attack vertically, and when defenses overcommit, Lamar can punish them downfield with explosive throws. Now the play we're looking at here is going to be PA read out of a slot. This is a great play action call that sells the run hard, pulling users and linebackers down, and from there you've got multiple vertical options down the field, and then you do have some really good check down options as well. Set this up, come out with our trips to the wide side of the field, then take your outside receiver on the trip side and motion him over to the short side and put him on a streak. All right, so now we're looking at PA read. And the great thing with this play is it really works off of that QB power. So with our QB power, we come out with our receiver to the wide side and we're going to motion him over. So it's going to look very similar to our QB power. It's not going to really give it away if it's a run or a pass. Then we bring this guy over, put him on a streak, and now it's going to be a hard play action fake, and we really want to try to pull the user and linebackers down. So right here, you're going to see this user crashes down. Linebacker is going to be kind of flat-footed, and now we're going to have a deep cross and a deep post up over the top. Multiple really good options here. The first one we are going to go to, if the flat defender stays shallow like he does right here, go to this deep or this shallow or the kind of the crosser. Deep blue defender is going to get run off by the wide receiver here. Drop that in, make a guy miss. Really nice gain right there to Kincaid. Here it is again, running it to the opposite side. Here it's going to be against man coverage. So if they do call man, this crosser can be a good option. This post can be a good option. This is definitely better versus zone, but both of those, if they do switch it up, call man, crosser gets up over the top for a big gain. Here's another one. Play action fake, hold that user down. Here, the user sees that crosser, he takes it, but now we have the post coming in front. Now with this post, we have to be really careful. Make sure you pass lead this down, keep it away from this safety, pass lead it down right in front of him, drop it in for a big gain. Then against man coverage, this post can be an option as well. Here, tries to jam, misses the jam. We have the deep crosser and the post. Our two options versus man. Obviously, the post is going to be the better option here. Drop that in, get it up over the top, down inside the 2-yard line right there. And then lastly, if we run our play action and we don't really like the look of anything deep, we have our tight end who's going to be on a chip and release hook or a little flat route. So sometimes he'll release into the flat, and then we have our running back as the check down going out to the other flat. So multiple check down options here. Here we go to the running back, 2nd and 9, make a guy miss there, make another guy miss, and we're able to pick up the first down. So there's PA read, another really good option for you. Lamar Jackson is often thought of first as a runner, but he is one of the most underrated deep arms in NFL history. He can drive the ball to any part of the field with velocity and touch, making him dangerous both on and off script. Then Baltimore has surrounded him with real weapons. A great tight end duo with Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, and an emerging young star in Zay Flowers who gives Lamar a true dynamic threat at receiver. So the play we're looking at here is double post out of wing slot weak. This is an incredible deep shot that can beat any zone coverage with multiple routes stretching the field vertically and creating huge windows. Then it can even turn into a one-play touchdown against cover 3, making this one of the best plays you will use in Madden this year. Set this up, come out with your 2 receiver side to the wide side of the field, then take your outside tight end and put him on a streak. All right, so double post. Really good passing concept here, guys. One of the more explosive passes you will use in Madden. This running back, this is kind of always our first option, and basically we're just going to buy time wait for him to wheel up the field, and as soon as he passes the flat defender, we can just drop this in over his head. This post on the backside, the outside post, is going to pull back the deep blue defender, and this wheel will just get up in behind their flat defender. And now, we can just drop this in 4th and 8, and we're going to get a walk-in touchdown with that wheel route. Here's another one running it to the right side this time. Flat defender settles, and now we can just drop this in. Post is going to run everyone off. Flat defender stays shallow. Drop in this post or the wheel right here. I think here I actually probably could have rack catch that, but I overthrew it a little bit, so it had to be a diving catch. But otherwise, we're one-on-one with this player. Make him miss. You might be able to score once again. Now, our other option is going to be the middle of the field with this deep post. So against a cover 4 or a cover 2 look, what can happen is we see kind of the user on this side of the field. I thought, oh, this might be a little tight. He might be able to get over and make a play. Probably wouldn't be able to. But if the linebackers leave the middle of the field and they don't stay back on this post, we're going to have this tight end running off deep blue defenders, and this post is going to get to this area of the field. So if they don't have linebackers, they're running with the drag, they're running with the wheel, or they just stay shallow, then we have the post breaking in, drop it in front of those safeties. Really nice gain. So that's kind of against a cover 2, or if you're not sure if they're running cover 2 or cover 3. But if you know they're running cover 3, we have one more right here. This is going to be the check down. So we'll get to the cover 3 bomb here in a second. But if the wheel is taken away, so here, it's some sort of match coverage, probably some cover 4. So this guy's going to turn and run with the wheel. Then I see the post right here is pretty well matched up and taken away. So then our next option is going to be the tight end on the drag underneath. This is going to be kind of our check down option. He's just going to run away from man coverage or match. Then versus zone, he'll sit down and try to sit down in the soft spot versus zone. But here we can just throw it into him, rack catch, turn up field, and we actually turn this into a really nice game. But lastly, we have this double post versus cover 3. So to set this up versus cover 3, the only adjustment, the only difference is still come out with our tight ends to the short side of the field, but take this outside tight end and put him on a corner route. This is only if you're 100% sure they are running cover 3. Then put this guy on a corner route, and now what's going to happen is this backside post is going to hold this middle safety in the field just long enough. The backside corner out from the tight end is going to hold down the deep blue the deep third on the short side of the field. And now this post is just going to get over the top, and we can bomb cover 3 right there, drop that in. We're down inside the 1 yard line. So I have other ones too, where, you can actually hit that, even just catch it in stride and turn the corner and run deep for one play bombs versus cover 3. So that is double post. Absolutely incredible play. Then remember, with what you've got here, you're already going to be able to run an incredible offense. But don't forget, we've got 10 more plays up right now on Scheme Kings that will take this Lamar attack to a whole new level. Then if you want a full breakdown of this entire Big 3 offense, where we cover the big picture philosophy, talk about the legends like Josh Allen and Mahomes, and walk through the personnel you want to use to run this scheme, then check out the intro video for this offense right here.